Is the RTX 5070 Ti the ultimate all-rounder in the RTX 5000 series? Let's dive in and find out. I've been putting this graphics card through its paces, and honestly, it's one of the most impressive options NVIDIA has dropped in this lineup. Whether you're a gamer craving silky smooth frame rates or a creator pushing the limits of video editing and 3D rendering, the RTX 5070 Ti has something serious to offer. So, let's break it down and see why this card's got me so excited. First up, gaming. I fired up Black Myth, Wukong, and Final Fantasy, two titles that really test a GPU's raw power. And the results? Stunning. Compared to the RTX 4070 Ti Super, this card pulls ahead by about 10 to 15% in performance. That jump feels spot on when you consider the price bump is in the same ballpark. You're getting a meaningful upgrade without feeling like you're overpaying. Now, if you stack it against the RTX 5080, things get spicy. Sure, the 5080 is the king of gaming performance, but unless you're obsessed with maxing out every setting at 4K, the 5070 Ti gets you so close for a fraction of the cost. In my book, that's a win for anyone who wants top-tier gaming without emptying their wallet. But here's where the RTX 5070 Ti really starts to shine: creative workloads. With 16 gigabytes of VRAM under the hood, this card is a powerhouse for video editing, 3D rendering, and even AI-driven tasks. I threw some heavy projects at it in Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve, and it barely broke a sweat. What's wild is how it stacks up to the RTX 5080 here. Yes, the 5080 is faster. Nobody's denying that. But the difference isn't night and day. The 5070 Ti handles everything the 5080 can, just with a slight delay. For example, rendering a complex 4K video timeline in DaVinci Resolve took maybe 10 to 15% longer than the 5080. But here's the kicker: it's way cheaper. That value proposition is hard to ignore. Let's talk specifics. In 3D rendering with tools like Blender and V-Ray, the performance gap between the 5070 Ti and 5080 stays in that 10 to 15% range. Same deal with AI tasks. Think machine learning or generative art. The 5070 Ti keeps up admirably, and with that 16 gigabytes of VRAM matching the 5080, it's not missing out on any features. It's just a touch slower. For me, that's a trade-off I'd happily make. Why? Because the money you save could go toward better storage, more RAM, or even just a nice dinner to celebrate your new setup. Now, my take. The RTX 5070 Ti is the sweet spot in this series. It's not trying to be the absolute best at one thing. It's aiming to be great at everything. Gamers get a card that chews through modern titles with ease. Creators get a workhorse that powers through demanding projects without flinching. And the price? It's positioned perfectly for anyone who wants flagship-level performance without the flagship-level hit to their bank account. Compared to the RTX 4070 Ti Super, it's a clear step up. Against the 5080, it's a smarter buy unless you're chasing those last few frames or seconds. What really seals the deal for me is how versatile this card is. I've used it for late-night gaming sessions and long editing marathons, and it never feels like it's compromising. If you're someone who dabbles in both worlds, gaming one day, rendering the next, this is the card to watch. The 5080 might flex harder for pure gamers, but for the rest of us, the 5070 Ti is the practical, all-around champ. So wrapping this up, the RTX 5070 Ti isn't just another graphics card, it's a statement. It proves you don't need to spend a fortune to get incredible performance across the board. Whether you're battling it out in-game or crafting your next masterpiece, this card's got your back. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more tech reviews.
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell to the later update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end, and see you in the next video.